In this video, we're going to demonstrate what scripts can do. We're going to build a very quick script which is designed to be used by call agents who are calling students who have not yet completed enrollment. And we're going to say, great, we know you're interested, why haven't you completed this? And then based on what they say and what they tell us, we'll put them in contact with the relevant team so that team can help answer their query. For example, if they're struggling with housing or financial aid, we'll connect them with the relevant people automatically. So let's get started. I'm going to move my face out of the way and we're going to go to call scripts and we're going to click new call script in the top right hand corner. And let's begin by giving this a name. We'll call this the enrollment script. Now the star of the show here is that if I go to form fields, I can add text blocks, which effectively can be little bits of text that I'm telling my callers to say to the student when we're speaking to them. So for example, we can say, hi there, can I speak with, and then we'll tell Gecko, go to the contact module and look for the full name of the student that we're calling, and let's add that into the text block here. So now whoever I'm calling, the speaker dynamically gets their name in the script. My name is, and we can tell Gecko to print the name of the person making the call, so user.fullname, and I'm calling from Gecko. I can see you were interested in studying, and we can tell Gecko again, pull in information from program of interest field. You're interested in studying whatever program they're interested in with us, but haven't completed your enrollment yet. How can we help? So really simple opening text. Now to keep this super simple, we're just going to give them a couple of different options, and based on what they say, we're going to set up a workflow to send an email to the relevant team. So how can we help? We'll add a checkbox multi-field, and we'll add, let's say, financial aid. We'll say housing, and we'll say admissions. Again, just to keep the video nice and short, we're just going to set up one workflow on the form, but let's imagine that they say it's financial aid I need help with. We could very easily send information. In fact, it probably makes sense then if we ask a couple of questions. So let's say, for example, let's try and add this field. So we'll add a text multi-line. Super. What do you need help with? No, that is question, sorry. And then we'll also ask, how would you like to be contacted? And we'll go email or text or call. Okay, so we have our questions, we're ready to go, and we have a very simple script which is dynamically going to pull through information. Let's then go and create a workflow where we're basically saying in the conditions, if the field on the form, how can we help, contains financial aid, then immediately I want to send an email that I've set up. And we're not going to be sending this to the student, we're going to be sending this to an external email address for my financial aid team. So this is the email address I want to send this to, a temporary email that I've just set up, and it's the enrollment script email. And we'll see if we preview this. We're telling Gecko, pull in the name of the student, the name of the email, their telephone number, how they wanted to be contacted, and what their question was, and just send this as a blank email. And this is the email address to send this from. Let's go ahead and hit save. And we could do, because it's a very generic template, we could say if it's not financial aid and it's housing, instead of sending it to the financial aid, send it to housing@geckoengage.com. And we could do the same for admissions, so we're automatically triaging the right inquiry to the right student. Now, how do we use this in the context of a call then? Well, if we're using a call campaign, there's a really nifty thing you can do. You can go into your call campaign, and in the settings campaign options, you have the option of attaching a script to your campaign, which means when your call agents are making a call, they can then choose to use that script to guide them through things that they need to talk to the student about. So let's actually do this now. We'll start a call and then immediately hang up because I don't want my phone to be ringing. And we can see here, if we click, hi, can I speak with the student name? We're dynamically pulling that through. Now this is jarring because the user has exactly the same name as the student, which is my bad. But we can see that the unique program of interest is pulling through. So I can see you're interested in studying this. How can we help? So let's say financial aid. And for the actual question, getting confused over a hold status, for example. We can say that they want to be emailed. Let's hit submit. And what should happen in the background now is that script workflow has fired. We've seen that it's financial aid they want to speak to, and we should see an email come through saying, please contact this student. And if the financial aid team open this, they'll see, hey, here's the student that we were speaking to, here's their email and their telephone, preferred method of contact, and that question is dynamically being inserted into this email. So a fantastically simple little workflow, but something that means that I can go straight on to the next call as a caller. I don't need to worry, and I know that I've created that link between what the student needed and the financial team who are completely external.